going to be my first flatface G14 setup. So I ordered this board last year, like around summertime, and I mean I've unboxed it for a while. This is a package for something else, but this is a flatface G14 that I want to set up for 2026. As far as trucks go, I'm gonna set them up with Black River trucks, and I put on some G14 right here, but that's gonna lead me to the next thing. I'm setting this up with G14. So with that being said, some FPS. Yeah, very cool sticker sheet. I've been seeing everybody getting these, and this is my first time getting it, so very happy to finally have it. Blistered flat face vinyl, super cool. Another blistered vinyl. Ooh, this is a Berlinwood graphic that I'm still missing. So if anybody has it with a fun color palette, let me know. And these are awesome. These are like Spitfire-ish logos. I like this. And yes sir, flat face wheels. I will be setting them up with this trucks, this board. So that's pretty much the whole video really, this setup. So I'll get started. It looks better out of the packaging. G14 shape is 32mm. This is one of the setups I've always wanted to have ever since growing up watching, you know, Flatface and Max Schneider videos. Yeah, just trying to get the check on the box there. So that here we have, you know, Black Rivers. I got some shade or same shade bushes and dark matter pivot cups.
So I ain't 35, finish slump in the back. Got the gat in the fat DMAC. Don't speak, little punk, cause he quick to let it clap on the gang. TPK, wheel race, tank, hang in his hands on my tongue when I finna do a stank. Drop by, let it rip on fire, we split. Then we did hit the brother, stop me doggy with the shit. Well done, motherfuckers be numb like a switch. And enough for my trip, no talk with my click. Just cruising the strip, the abyss, one form. My spine get the drugs, always waking the bug. No love for a lot of W, acting like a stitch in the buzz. But we live by the hit and the good rich. For the sun, take it dubs or break no trust for a bitch, cause you know that's how it is. I'm gonna get this damn money, do or die. Straight up at the A of my vibe. Like tens and plastic knives, I go down when they wanna take my life. When they tap it on my mind, just another homicide. I'ma get this damn money, do or die. Straight
scared. I got him scared with a bullet in his head. Niggas ain't ready to rap it. I'm hitting these bitches up for every one of they riches. I spit up a nigga and spit up a Dutch. I'ma treat him as such. Tryna fuck with me, nigga. Smoke me a blunt or something fat before I grab me the mat. Put a 45 hole in your back. Niggas know who did it when you walk in the house. Dead bodies, everything gone, that's sad. Man, I'm finna hit a lick that's fat. I'ma get this fudging ass nigga for the pack. Why the fuck you wanna run up on the first one? I gotta smith the rest, nigga. I think I got a to your back. Real treat when I put the trigger back. Nigga 45 smack. Yo, motherfucking bag. Break out the body bag, fill it with body parts. Put the bitch nigga in the back of the lab.
I'ma get this damn money, do or die. Straight up out the air, my fives, 19s and plastic 9s. I go dumb when they wanna take my life. When they tapping on my mind, just another homicide. I'ma get this damn money, do or die. Straight up out the air, my fives, 19s and plastic 9s. I go dumb when they wanna take my life. When they tapping on my mind, just another homicide.
I put on the G4 street shapes in there, and I had these older G4 shape, or I mean G6 shape G4s, and they look pretty cool on there. But it feels super smooth. You know, I think I'm gonna just put the G4 shapes back on there. And yeah, sorry. I mean, at least I put them on there. However, I think that the move is going to be those G4s. That's what it's all about, you know, trying things. Let's put those back. Okay, so here's a little bit of shot of the board, the shape. I put the wheels back on there, the ones that I originally had in the trucks. And I hated really changing the wheels a little too much, because what happened is my axle, both axles in this hangers are just slipping all over the place. So, okay, I managed to secure the wheels, and they're not coming off, unless they break or something. But yeah, I just don't want to do, you know, these trucks are nice, but axle sucks. So if I just don't touch the wheels at all, and if I don't take them out, then it should be okay. I have a few set up with the same issue. So here's my G14 in comparison to the G15 short. I also bought it, I think it was late 2024 or early 25, but they had these G15 shorts on the website. I think the tail is just slightly shorter. So my G14 is longer. You know? I think it's the tail. The wheelbase, yeah, maybe similar, but it's a little bit of I like the shape of the G14 a little better. Man, can't go wrong. Sure, it's a good looking board, and I grew up running a G14 setup, one a G12, so I wanted all of them. And so I'm working my way back. I have another flat face board, but I'll get around that one later. First, this, and it did pass the kickflip test. So the new G4s I got, I'm gonna save it for the next setup. because now it makes more sense to use them on another setup that I have planned on building here soon. I've had this board for just sitting there waiting for me to make a video or set it up for quite a little bit now. I'm glad I finally got around it. I did pay pretty penny for this board because they don't make them anymore regularly. Close to 100 on these boards back then, and I think every now and then they get restocked, but yeah, these G14s were at $90. I think you could only order one. So anyways, here it is. Got on camera of it. No wonder these are very popular. Thing works fine, very fine. Every flat-face board I've used is really good. They really have dialed down the shape and the dimensions, so it makes it so the boards are a lot easier to use and flip around with any gear. But I'm sticking to the BRTs on these flat faces because that's what I grew up watching, and that's what my idea of a flat face board has BRTs, any sort of flat face wheels. Whenever I'm setting these boards up, I only like to use flat face wheels. I also recently set this bad boy up, but I did not record a setup video. Just I had the itch to set it up, and so I took the trucks off another setup I already had and slap them on here, put grip, and I've been just, it's been such a fun board. Yeah, it's got a fun shape too. Nothing, I guess in some parts looks kind of like the G14 but not quite, and there's nothing like the G15. Just excited to set these boards up before I die, and yeah, just make the collection grow a little bit. Little recap again. So flatface G14, these are super cool. Big flat face stickers. Oh, I love all these shields. So cool. Super excited. Wow. It's so easy to flip and control. Stoked that it's got the big tail, big nose. I feel like I have a lot of control. Like every time that I ollie it, the board is hugging my fingers. It's very cozy. Cool. Yeah, so thank you for checking out my video. Another setup for my daughter's inheritance. So yeah, I really like this shield. It's like a carbon fiber looking shield. Yeah, look at that shine. Damn. Check out flat face fingerboards. They always be dating something. Sometimes they just drop without even telling anybody. Rarely, but sometimes they just add stuff on the website, and if you're not paying attention, then it sells out. But I'm not on flat face that often. I was just, for the wheels that got redropped, the J4s that are very iconic. But other than that, there's not much that I get from there. Maybe some FDS every now and then. but not too much. I would much rather use DGFBs, but the thing is that in my head, to have a flat face board, I have to look at it like this. The sticker shield anywhere here, somewhere in the middle, BRTs, flat face wheels. That's how I like these boards to be set up. But any other boards that I have, I usually have two guys because those shits don't slip at all. These J4s, eventually they start slipping. I guess every wheel would do that eventually if you use it hard enough and for the longest period of time. But flat face wheels, they do last a lot less. But yeah, G14s are legendary wheels, so that's that. And cool, yeah. But I don't think I wanna buy more wheels other than Duke guys. For what they are, and they sure migrate. They're a lot of people's favorite wheel. They squeak super nice. They're legendary wheels, but now they're a little pricey. You know, they're up to $60 from the website, and this used to be like right under $40 on these wheels before they became super popular. But yeah, now they sell them from 60 to 68 depending on the kind of bearing. Different shapes now too. So this is the street shape as I mentioned, but they also have G8, they have G6, so that's the standard. And I think they should, well, the G8s are like street shape, but they're big wheels. Yeah, shouts out to Flatface for being around for over 20 years, making videos, inspiring, motivating. Because thanks to those videos and Black Rivers and Mike Schneider, thanks to that I really got into it. Yeah, I'm excited to take this out and show it to my friends. Just super stoked to give this a try. And don't worry, I'll be back super soon with more videos. Got another one that it just are a little jagged here on the nose and the tail. Like they just didn't have time to give it that smoothed out, but it gives the character. It's one of one thanks to that. Yeah, I like this color wood. Kinda wished I had like a fancy color ply going on, but it's really random when you get flat face wheels, or sorry, flat face boards. It can be random. And yeah, I did pick this a 2-tone short wheelbase, so I knew what I was gonna get. This was random. It's just lovely. What a good board. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for checking out my video, and yeah, we'll see you next time.